You should do your next one. You should do. I went and found the Titanic to see if it was real.
And is that like a ghost hunting video, or is that just like I want to?
Because a lot of people
like a Titanic denier.
Well, because there's a lot of questions out there on whether or not, you could go and figure that out.
Is that real? Are there people that are like the Titanic didn't happen?
They found the ship, Ted. They found it. They did find it, the boat.
What?
At the bottom of the ocean. Like it sank, man.
There's lots of pictures too, I think, of them rescuing people, and
I feel like it was more like an Amelia Earhart thing where it's like, oh, she disappeared. Maybe something.
No.
Like
Amelia
nobody
Earhart
knows where the boat went.
Yeah, no, the Titanic sunk in the Atlantic and they found it. And Amelia Earhart was eaten by coconut crabs.
Crazy how Atlantic and Atlantis are so similar in their wording.
And Atlanta.
Whoa. That's
Titanic could be in a lot of places. And I think that Danny, with his investigative journalism, he could go there. He could figure it out. What do you mean that they found the boat?
They found the boat at the bottom of the ocean. Did they not, Danny? Am I missing something?
There's museums where they've pulled parts of the boat out, and I went to a museum where they had part of like the hull there.
How did they know? Did they talk to someone who was on the boat?
Boats have the words on them.
Ted, people
that says
survived
what they are.
that.
What?
People lived, right? Not everyone died.
I thought they all disappeared.
Who was the guy that lived?
There was no guy.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, Leonardo. No, he died.
He died in that one?
The girl lived, right?
Oh.
It's like the most significant specific
I never
death
saw
in
the
that movie. No, but yeah,
I don't think I've ever actually seen the whole Titanic, honestly.
I saw the Titanic movie
sad.
with my sister one time on a road trip, and when she started crying at the end, I made fun of her, and she punched me in the face in a van.
Dude, speaking of sad movies, you guys ever watched The Sixth Sense?
I haven't, but I've always heard the reference of the phrase "I see dead people," but not ever like my parents have referenced it or so. I've heard it from somewhere. But I've never actually seen it. Have you seen it recently for the first time?
Yeah, so I watched it like a long time ago with my dad, I think in high school or something. But then me and Laura watched it a couple nights ago because Laura had never seen it. And I knew how the movie ends. I don't know if you know. There's kind of like a twist at the end. I don't want to spoil it for you. But it's pitched as a scary movie, right? It's like a horror movie. It's about a kid who can see ghosts. And it's just like, it's actually really sad at the end. It's like,
really?
It's a really sad movie. We were both like crying at the end of it.
More so than. So it was like a surprising thing. So you were like, well, what the fuck? I wasn't looking to be crying right now. Oh, damn.
Yeah. But even I knew what happens at the end because I've seen it before, but I was like a teenager. I guess, in my adult years, I was like,
how old is that movie?
Damn this. 1999, I think it came out.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? Tucker's nodding his head like he was like, I looked that up just now because he had. Did you have The Sixth Sense up ready to answer any questions?
Oh yeah, I'm watching the trailer of it right now.
Oh, hell yeah.
He's like watching the whole movie. Yeah, I'm almost at the end. I'm watching it on 30 times speed.
Tucker's basically our in-podcast supercomputer. He's got like quantum processing speed. Like he'll just, when he's looking something up, his eyes will just be moving all around like he's a fucking cyberpunk.
That's awesome. I need someone like that in my life at all times.
I know, right? It's crazy that we just kind of found him on the street just running around.
Notice how he's deflecting again, Danny, because he has not accepted the fact that the Titanic is a real ship and was found at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, Tucker, can you pull that up? I feel like that would be helpful maybe.
Well, no, I'm confused though because it's like one of those things where it's like I thought that the Titanic movie with Leonardo DiCaprio was more akin to like Close Encounters of a Third Kind rather than like,
no.
Oh, hey, this is like a biopic or something. I don't know, of the boat. Like, why are they doing a biopic of a boat?
Are you saying that you thought the whole thing was fictional? Like there was never a Titanic at all?
No. Well, no, it's more like, oh, there might have been a boat. Like
there was a boat. What do you mean there might have been a boat?
Well, like people talk about that boat. Like, I don't know. Did anyone know Hercules?
Did
anyone know the guy?
To deny, like there's concrete proof that this thing was real and sunk.
Okay, like I feel like I'm being gaslit right now a little bit.
I feel like you're Danny, trying to gaslight us.
Well, no, Danny, like we brought you on the podcast and like because we like you, and like you're coming on here and you're like saying like, oh Ted, you're like, no, I get it.
Why
you got a 1 out of 10. You got a 1 out of 10 on YouTube. You feeling like you're on top of the world. You can just tell everyone everything.
What the hell's going on here? Why did one of the podcast members out himself as a Titanic denier?
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing. This is insane. Did you see this on a website or did you just decide this on your own? You were like, that didn't happen.
I did my own research.
Ted's like, yeah, some dude with a verified check mark on Twitter was telling me about it.
Yeah. He had 10 followers and his name was Pussy Licker 123. He knows a lot.
Yeah. He was the official
Pussy Licker. But he is the real
123.
Pussy Licker.
Exactly.
He does have a verified check mark.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, dude. You can't. Let's be clear here. I mean, there are a lot of people that claim to be Pussy Licker 123, but the real deal, the guy that gets in there in the field, on the front lines, that's the guy.
That's the guy.
No, but yeah, no. There's no way that is a real boat.
Okay.
It's like a myth.
What about it seems unlikely to you? That a boat sank?
That's happened a couple times. I think of a couple boats that sunk. The SS Lusitania.
They talk about like, I don't know. Here's what I think. Like, I chew on ice. Like, I like to chew on ice. I'm an ice chewer. Okay?
That's also fucked up that you just said that.
No, I'm an ice chewer, okay? And, like, it's really easy for me to chew through ice. So, like, a boat getting fucked up by a piece of ice, that just seems...
The boat's not made out of teeth.
Yeah.
The boat's not made out of teeth. It's made out of other stuff, so why would that matter?
I really wish that the Titanic was the legendary boat made of teeth. Just... all bones, and it was
just one giant tooth.
Little tiny bones like the one Jschlatt has in his body. Oh,
boats these days, though, I will say, I'll give you this one, Ted. Boats these days can totally go through icebergs.
You think
they
so?
totally just cut right? Yeah, I know so because I've seen video proof. I've seen video proof of boats running into huge icebergs and cutting them apart.
They do that shit on purpose now. It's like part of the Royal Caribbean experience. They go right through like the ice caps.
Yeah, it's like Iceberg Day. And everyone's got like flags with icebergs on them. And they're like, break the fucking iceberg.
They plow through like the last standing habitats that polar bears live in. They just fucking cruise right through them.